Hey everyone, Scoop Scientist here. Over 7 years ago, I made a video where I poured Coke on pork, expecting maggots to come out. Now, I busted this myth because maggots did not come out of the meat. But since then, I've received thousands of comments of people telling me what I should have done instead. I had some standard pork meat bought from the supermarket and just a standard bottle of Coke. Well, today the Coke is exactly the same, it's unchanged, but the meat I've bought from a butcher, because that was a comment I received a lot. Apparently I was meant to buy meat from a butcher and not from the supermarket, because butcher meat is more fresh, not as highly processed. I'm unsure of the exact process that the meat goes through at a butcher. I'm also unsure exactly of the process that goes through the supermarket, but I'm pretty confident to say that it's more processed and less fresh from the supermarket than it is from the butcher. So I'm calling this meat sort of more real. So this is exactly how I got the meat from the butcher. They put it in a bag. I'm gonna find a tray real quick that I can put it in, pour some Coke on it. I'm doing the exact same thing as I did last time. I'm a little bit skeptical, I will say that myself, because of the fact that last time nothing happened. I'm pretty sure this meat would be pretty clean. I live in Australia. The industry here is pretty good. Maggots, I highly doubt, are in this meat, but I'm still hopeful. I would love to see maggots come out of the meat. That would just make for an awesome video. But anyway, I'm going to find a tray for this now. So I found just this container. I'm going to unpackage this now. Yeah. All right, look at this. This is a pork loin chop. Now this is definitely pork. Hopefully it looks like it, because some comments that I received last time on this video, just due to the lighting and I guess my lack of color grading, the pork looked like beef. It looked much more red. But here, I don't know, this definitely looks like pork. It definitely is pork. And if you haven't seen the other video, I talk about how this, I'm pretty sure, originated from a hoax, or at least just from the fact that, first of all, in so many religions, pork is a banned meat, essentially. And so already a lot of people are skeptical of it. But also, pork, same with chicken, I guess, but pork you have to cook to a certain temperature, otherwise you can get sick from it. And you can get sick from the trichinella worm that is in it, and those are microscopic little worms, really. I don't actually know too much about them, but yeah, that's what you will find present in pork, not necessarily maggots. But perhaps this hoax or this myth came from originally as well someone who was maybe marinating their pork chop with some Coke before they're going to cook it, and maybe they found maggots crawling out of it. Maybe it's just a dirty piece of meat, which is entirely possible. So let's start with pouring some Coke onto it. Okay, so this time I'm actually going to cover the meat, and I'm going to put the lid on and leave it like that for a while, perhaps a few hours at most, and just see if anything happens, anything comes out of that. Yeah, because another comment I received as well was I was meant to put more Coke in there to actually cover the meat, and I was meant to cover it entirely. I guess that's also to stop any flies from landing on it and then actually laying eggs and ruining the experiment. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cover this. I'm going to leave it here for a while and see what happens. Okay, it has been 2 hours, just about, almost 2 hours, a few minutes off. And while the pork has just been sitting here on the bench for that whole time, just gonna have a quick look. So, okay. See, it definitely looks different, and there's like a few kind of floaties and stuff in the Coke. Let me flip it over and let's have a look at the back side of it. Ooh, the meat has gotten way softer. let's not drink that or eat that or anything, because I know I'd get sick from that. But yeah, I'm gonna just chop it open, have a look at it. Okay, yep. So this part here is so soft. Look at that. Yeah. All right. So drawing a conclusion from that, it's the same conclusion as last time. There's no maggots in the pork. Yeah. So the difference was I used the butcher meat. Perhaps in the future, there's 1,000 other comments I've gotten of different things. Like I should have used Pepsi instead. I should have used rum. I should have left in the sun. There's just a few of them. I should have used, I think lemon juice was one of them. Should have used orange juice, like kind of citrus sort of things. So those are a lot of the different types of things I should have tried. So this one I still use Coke. I finished off the other half of the bottle there, so it's always yum. But yeah, I used Coke again, but the difference was the type of meat. I mean, still pork, but from a butcher. Perhaps, I think if I'm going to try this again, I'll still use Coke, but again, I'll change the meat. So I've got some hunting friends who have killed many pigs before, wild boars. And so perhaps one day I could get my hands on a pork chop from a wild boar, one that is definitely not suitable to eat at all. And I think that'd be interesting to try. I don't know if I'll be doing that anytime soon or if I'll do that at all, but perhaps that is an idea. It's something I've been thinking about. But yeah, anyway, if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see future videos like this one.